spray paint art. So for the last couple of years, I've been checking out a couple of the spray paint artists on YouTube. Well, one day, about 3 weeks ago, I looked over in my cabinet and saw a lot of spray paint and convinced myself that I could do what they doing. Well, of course, I can't do it exactly like they doing, but I have been doing it, and it's doing okay. So, I haven't been comfortable with doing tutorials. I've only been posting videos of how I did it. But I'm going to try to tell you in this video, which will be my 11th painting and my first set, I'm going to try to tell you what I'm doing so that you can do it. It's very easy. Hopefully I'll be able to explain it to you so that you'll understand. Now I know why they just do videos and don't say anything. It's very hard to explain. However, let's start. So I have my canvases set up the way I'm going to hang them on the wall. And all the round pieces are what I'm going to use for my planners. So what I'm doing is I'm going to set them out where I want them at. And then I'm going to kind of stencil around them with some black paint so that I'll know where to put my designs at when I start doing the spray painting. So I'm just going to set it up, put it where I want the planners at, and then I'll start spray painting. Now, I am outside, and there's enough ventilation outside. However, the wind sometimes pick up, and I don't really like the smell of paint, so I went ahead and I always put on my mask. If it's the air stick, I'll put on my respirator, but it's pretty decent day today. So I just put on the mask to keep the paint from going up my nose, actually. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set this out. I'm using Dollar Tree items, a tin can, and anything round that I could find around the house. Once I found where I want them, I went ahead and did a light spray paint around it to get the outline. Now, I did take the time to spray paint the sides of the canvases because when I hang them up, I plan on hanging them right next to each other. So I didn't want to have to take them apart, spray paint, and end up messing up the design. So I went ahead and spray painted with some black, and I went back and put some white over it. Then I took my pieces and put them on and made the stencil by spray painting around. Now the next thing I do once I make my little stencils or my little marked off spots, I go ahead and start making the different textured spots. Now, to do this, for this painting, I'm only going to be using black and white paint. I do come back and put some gold highlights, but for the most part, it's black and white. So what I'm doing in the different spots, I'm doing several different techniques. Spray paint black, then white. I'm using what I have available to me. I have a tore up AARP magazine that I'm using pages out of. And I'm basically spraying it, make sure that the paint does not dry out. Spraying it, then laying something on top of it and making designs with it. I do a different design, or I try to do a different design in each spot. This one, I am just rubbing my hands across it, trying to get some like tiger stripes. It's about 93 degrees outside. It's very hot. I'm right up under the sun, so the paint is drying pretty quick. So I have to work a little bit fast so it's not as slick and movable as I would like it. But I go and I do each different spot a different way. I use trash bags. I use the paper towel. I even took the piece of magazine paper. I even used the old glove. Once I finish making the spots, I'm using a highlight white, and then the low light, which is the shadow part, is going to be black. So you'll see me spraying after I finish texturing. You'll see me spraying white at the top and black at the bottom, the highlight and the low light. So I'm going to do each spot. I do keep one spot solid white because I wanted a solid white moon. And I'll just let you look at me do some of the different techniques. These are completely random. Some of them came out like I wanted to, some of them didn't. Again, as I say all the time, crafting has very few hard rules. So I'm sure whatever you do and whatever colors you pick, yours will come out just as good as mine. They look kind of funny when you're doing them, but once you put the round piece on it and get the outline, oh my God, they are awesome. So here are some of the ones I'm doing. I'll let you see that. Okay, and remember I am doing black and white, but you can use different colors and do different color low lights and highlights. Okay, here I just mistakenly picked up some gold paint. So from then on, I decided to use gold highlights. So I took a trash bag, one of the bags, and I used that as my paintbrush and I sprayed gold metallic on there and just dabbed it on the spots that I wanted to highlight with the gold. I allowed that to dry completely. I want to start melting. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna place my stuff back on here where I want it. Then I'm gonna spray paint all. So I'm gonna start on this side, and I'm gonna cover everything in black. Uh-oh, I hope it don't rain on me. When you are doing the shapes that bridges the two canvases together, make sure that you are balancing them. You see I'm pushing it down on the side that I'm spraying on, so you spray one side at a time. That way you lessen the chance of spraying overspray under it. So again, you're gonna go back and you're gonna shade in your background color, and I'm using black. Shade in your background color around all of your objects. Okay, now we're almost finished. Once I finish that, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna decorate the rest of the canvas. I'm gonna leave my objects where they are until I finish decorating. Again, crafting is an individual sport. There's not too many rights and wrongs. I don't have a plan. I just start spraying white and black paint. So I'll just let you look at what I'm doing. Remember, this is an easy thing to do, but there are no rules. Do it the way you see fit. I use canvases. However, I know some of the people use cardstock and some people use regular poster boards. If you use the poster board, I noticed that they all use the shiny side of the poster board. It's very important that when you are designing, your paint stays wet, but you don't want to overspray it. So you don't want a puddle of paint when you are doing designs in your paint. You can use different things. You can use a paintbrush, you can use a sponge. I just use a lot of the trash bags because that's what I had. You can use newspaper. I've seen them use wax paper. You can use a lot of things. I know a lot of my objects that I use for my stenciling or for my planets. I use round objects on this one, but I have used cut out objects. I did the Eastern Star, and I cut a star out and did that. So on this one, I'm actually like putting some white in there. Now I come back and I'll top it with some black just so it can have a mixture of the two colors. I'm making sure it stay wet. And then I just take my plastic bag and I kind of dab it on there to make some designs. You'll see that the white is kind of overspraying, and I want it like that. If I did not want the overspray, I can take a straight edge like a fold or a piece of paper and hold it up when I'm spray painting so that I don't overspray it. But I want this oversprayed, and I'm going to actually go back and spray some white paint over it, directly over it, not directly on it, so I can get that white haze. So I do want that. And I'm just using one of my plastic gloves right now to make a design through the white streak that I made. And I actually put another white streak up there. Now you can do anything you want on this portion. This would look awesome with some colors. I decided to leave it black and white, but I think I'm going to do one with a black and white planet with some colors through it for my sister for her living room. So once I finished getting my design, I put one on the edge, on each edge. And the way I sprayed it on this, it actually looks like it's going across the different canvases. That way I know how to line them up because it's a continuous design. If you make mistakes like I did with that, all you have to do is spray paint over it. The texture looks good once you have a finished product and you put the gloss on the top of it. If you have a lot of spray paint, it actually looks kind of good. It gives your painting a little bit of depth. But this is basically me finishing the painting, just going with what I see. Okay, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions whatsoever, please put your questions below and I will try my best to answer them. As for now, I'm going to go ahead and sign out and leave you with the end of this. Remember, crafting is an individual concept. There are very few rights and wrongs in crafting. I am just learning, but I am enjoying this spray paint. I hope you enjoy the journey with me. See you next time. Bye-bye, y'all.